Isaiah collecting all the light-skinned men from Love Island USA like Infinity Stones. Tyreek's Twitch live with KK was absolutely wild, y'all. There's a few things we got to get into it. Lucinda trying to gaslight the people and use Andrea for damage control. This is Anonymous T, and let's get it crack-a-lackin'. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous T. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous T Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous T Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Love Island Games Season 2 and everything else, and we got a lot to get to. We've got Andrea. Some Season 6 fans are not happy with her because it sounds like she's basically saying she enjoyed her time better with the Love Island Games cast compared to the Season 6 cast, and she didn't like all the hate and stuff that she came out to. I think Andrea forgets that she was doing a lot of lives insinuating like her and Rob were like meant to be together forever, ever, and try to blame, certain people in the cast on her dumping and all of this and all of that, and it turned into all these stand wars. I just don't understand why she cannot accept, her redemption arc and keep it moving and keep it pushing, because we're heading into another territory, right? And so nonetheless, she did spill, though. She said that she's got a lot of tea to tell people, and apparently if you're able to FaceTime her on the low or DM her on the low, she's willing to spill. Because she basically said everybody's bones. Everybody is not together. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes. However, it's not being pushed to the forefront and everything else. That's what she says, right? Then we have, as well, let's see, where do I want to go next? We have Kendall speaking on everybody else's business but his own. Speaking on everybody else's alleged tea but his own. Make it make sense. Trying to throw shade at the Season 7 cast. Trying to debunk. I guess there's some shippers of Rob and Janae from Season 6, and he shut all that down and everything else. But talking everything but how he portrayed himself on the show as it pertains to him and Garby, and how quickly they blew up in flames, right? And then he's, of course, been spending all of this quality time with Casey. So, nonetheless, Garby, she'd been staying with Sydney. Apparently, Sydney was in the hospital. I don't know what she was in the hospital for or what happened with her or anything else. However, Sydney is out the hospital. Sydney and Courtney took Garby to the airport today, y'all. Garby is done in Los Angeles. She said her top restaurants, top food places she went to, y'all. She said Chipotle. Let me give you the correct ranking. I believe she said Chick-fil-A was 1, Popeyes was 2, and then Chipotle. I think those were the rankings. But she had also tried, various establishments and was doing different types of food reviews and everything else. Spent a lot of time at the club with a lot of the Love Island Games cast and everything else. She said that she'll be back soon. People are still weirdly shipping her with everybody, shipping her with Josh, shipping her with Zay, because I guess Isaiah posted a TikTok of them together, and then also shipping her with Toby. And they're trying to tell y'all, like we're just cool, we're just friends, we're like brother and sister and everything else. Toby seems to have a little bit of FOMO. He's, responding a lot on the Snapchats and things like that, but basically is, trying to pitch himself, Tyreek and Johnny, for another show, trying to get them either on the Traders, get them on a travel show and try different spots, trying to get themselves back on TV again. Isaiah said, y'all, that he will be on Season 8 or not on Season 8. Sorry about that. He said that he would like to do Love Island UK. Or it sounds like he's willing to be on Love Island, period, again. Because that would indicate him and Lucinda are no longer together. Speaking of Lucinda, who spent all those days in Hawaii by her lonesome, solo dolo, y'all. needed an accomplice, needed a cover story, needed somebody to make her look good and beat the allegations that she allegedly was on a vacation with the Pepper Mayo CEO, allegedly her former, perhaps, maybe current boyfriend in between these reality shows. We don't know. But all of a sudden, Andrea shows up in Hawaii for a couple of days, film some content with Lucinda for Pepper Mayo, and the next thing you know, that's it. That's all. Andrea is on the first flight out back to Los Angeles. No. So Andrea, she has since moved to a new apartment in LA. She also, I don't know if she's going to be a part of it. Looks like Jeremiah was on set for Aqua de Kafur. I think that's the name of them. I don't know. But maybe Andrea is a part of that campaign too. Jeremiah has hung out with Chris, Chris from season 7 and Love Island Games, because nobody, oh, not Chris, what do I say? Charlie from Love Island Games in season 7. Chris is nowhere to be found, you guys. Chris is nowhere to be found. He is out of sight, out of mind, but you can find him at a local club appearance near you, allegedly, right? So, but he has wanted nothing to do with this Love Island cast, right? And like I said, apparently Zay, Josh, they were all pre-gaming, Chris, Kendall, they were all pre-gaming for their show, and it didn't work out the way some people wanted. Also, something I forgot to mention in another video, there was a lot of content before Josh left Los Angeles between him and Tyreek, and they had said that they don't have any beef with each other, and he said that each of their moms both called them and told them as soon as they were able to have their phones back that they didn't believe the beef between Johnny and Tyreek, or not Johnny and Tyreek, between Josh and Tyreek, that they felt that the beef was a little bit escalated, was a little bit amplified for drama, for ratings, and all this and all that. And I can't help but say that I believe it. Because when production wants to focus in particular, they want to drag out a storyline, like what they did with all the Huda stuff and everything else, or try to make the black girls seem like mean girls, they drag it out. Meanwhile, everybody's already made up, everybody's moved on from the situation, but they want to keep plugging at you as a viewer to get you pissed off, to rage bait you, and all of the things. Y'all, why was there a Twitch stream last night at Tyreek and KK? And I was moving a little bit for them. They went bowling as well with Tyreek's friends. It seems like one of Tyreek's friends really likes KK, but I don't think that's KK's type or whatever else. I think there's some drama going on behind the scenes. I can't prove it between KK and Justine. I don't know. They don't follow each other. I don't think they ever did, but I don't know if Tyreek is the center of the drama. Because I really haven't seen them interact, except for a little couple of tickety-talk videos at that reality TV games tryout thing. But I'm not going to take that as anything, because outside of that, they really weren't hanging like that. Tyreek made it a point to friend zone KK, and KK basically was like, I'm not looking for love, I'm over it, this and that. Tyreek did speak on why him and Ella, his ex Ella from Love Island UK season 10, broke up. He said what happened was, he loved her, he fell for her, all of the things, he says, but what happens is when you come outside of the villa, there's all this pressure from fans and critics and the haters, on your relationship, and they try to insert their views and their expectation and their projections on the relationship. And he said what ended up happening was him and Ella argued all the time. Now, let me give you some context. Ella was tired of living with Tyreek at his parents' house. Tyreek did not want to get a place with Ella at the time, and Ella, she had moved from Scotland to the UK because she has a lot of work, a lot of brand deals, a lot of opportunities in the UK. Tyreek did not want to live with her for whatever reason, so she had got her own place, but they kept having this on and off thing, kept arguing, getting back together, and then they ultimately called it quits for good, right? So nonetheless, there was that. So KK, I think she said that she's only been in love with 2 people. Keenan's weirdo behind KK's ex was in the chat, y'all. He was in the chat stalking KK, and it's very weird, very bizarre behavior. Also, speaking of Tyreek, it sounds like Tyreek is going on Justine's podcast. So it sounds like she's going to have fire back-to-back episodes of one with Garby and one with Tyreek. And I'm excited for whatever content and whatever tea spillage takes place there. And I just have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that Justine's not done with reality TV by a long shot, y'all. Because she got a lot of, I mean, there were some haters that were mad that she was back. But I think once people got to see Justine that may have not been familiar with her, never seen her season, I think she's come out to a lot of love and a lot of support and all of those things. Also, something interesting too, there's a lot of content coming out with KK and JD from season 7 Casa Amor, and I have no idea what to make of it, y'all. What happened was KK thought she was going to a content house in Los Angeles the other day as far as to film content. However, it was also, I guess, branded as an event as well. So nonetheless, she ran into JD and they filmed some videos together, including a similar video that she made with Chris about how sorry she doesn't like short guys or whatever else to show the height difference between her and JD. But then today, why did a food review video come out where it looked like they're spending more time together? And I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping this is all just for content. This is all just for clicks and views. This is all just to keep your name out there. And then you are on the first thing smoking back to Texas, girl. No. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, the only guy I would really be like, okay, I think this is, doable or whatever else is Cinco. I feel like everybody else, KK, you just need to meet them where they're at, right? Tyreek is here for a good time, not a long time. Y'all got chemistry. Y'all look at each other with bedroom eyes and all of the things. But I don't think anything beyond that is going down. And I don't know what's happened with Tyreek and Justine. I still think Justine's not taking Tyreek seriously, I don't know if she'll end up going on a stream or not, but it sounded like she didn't like what happened on a stream the last time she was on there. So nonetheless, we'll see what happens there. But this is totally night and day as far as how invested she was with Jack at the end of her season of Love Island Game Season 1. This is totally different of how invested she was with Caleb from her season on Season 2 of Love Island USA. So while I think she thinks Tyreek is attractive and enjoys him and all of this and that, and they were playing footsies and stuff the other day, I can't call too much about it because I feel like at the end of the day, they're friends who flirt. They're friends who flirt, and they're just having fun. But again, some of these no fans, y'all just be shipping these Islanders with anybody in the cast, and they only were on the show for a couple of weeks. There wasn't enough time for them to really develop anything romantic like that because they were after the 250 thou wow. So there's that. That's it. That's all. Es todos, es final, es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.